and welcome to Pilates Online. Let's go ahead and start by coming up so you're on your hands and knees, hands directly underneath your shoulders and knees directly underneath your hips. Imagine you're a table and your arms and legs are the table legs. And I want you to start with your back in a nice neutral position, not rounded and not overarched. From here, breathe in, exhale, scoop the belly, round the back, and inhale, I want you to arch the back, and then exhale, round the back. Draw the tummy in, and as you arch the back, shoulders away from the ears, keep a little bit of tummy engagement. 2 more, exhale, round, inhale, arch, 1 more, exhale, round, inhale, arch, and then back to your neutral. From that position, I want you to reach your right arm, lift it to the ceiling, and when you do that, try not to swing the hips and keep your hand under your shoulder. And then as you exhale, dive down, stretch through. Inhale, lift, and as you exhale, reach through. And let's do the other side. Take your left arm up, and then reach through, without swinging the bottom. Inhale, lift, keeping the shoulder over the hand, and exhale, reach through. Good. And then we're going to go into the next exercise. Sitting on your bottom, feet to one side, and if you find that's a little uncomfortable for you with your knees, you can sit up on a pillow if that feels a bit more comfortable. Inhale, lift one arm, and exhale, reach towards your feet. So you're stretching all your side waist, and then lift up, breathe in, exhale down. One more time, breathe in, up, breathe out, relax the shoulders as you stretch. Inhale, lift, exhale down. We're gonna do it on the other side. So swing the legs around. Again, get comfy on your pillow if you need it. Inhale to lift, relax the shoulders, you lift the arm, exhale, side stretch. Inhale, come back up. Exhale down. One more time. Breathe in to lift. Exhale, stretch. Inhale up. Exhale down. And then last little exercise to warm up, lying again onto your back and then onto your side. Hands supporting your head and neck. Your legs will be in front of you on a right angle. If you can, just lift your waist a little up off the mat and keep some gentle connection with the tummy. Breathe in, lift the top arm. Breathe out, rotate back. Keeping the hips stable. Inhale, breathe into that spot, and exhale, close. Again, inhale to lift the arm. Exhale, twist back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, close. I'm going to carefully come up and do the other side, or you can just flip over. Make it a little easier. I'm just going to change sides so I'm facing you. And I'm going to go again. Make sure that underneath waist is slightly lifted. Inhale, your top arm lifts. Exhale, rotate back. Inhale up, exhale, close. Shoulders stay gently away from the ears as you inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale up, and exhale, close. So take hold of your pillow if you're using a pillow. Place it between your knees and just go ahead and lie down on the mat. So in this position, I want you to be aware of your pelvis first of all. I want you to make sure that you're not flattening your back unless you need that position for extra support, and you're not overarching your lower back. That will create tension in your lower back. I want you to find a halfway point, and that's called your neutral pelvis position. Try and maintain that if you can. So in this position, just gently hold the pillow with the inner thighs, and that will bring your knees and feet into good natural alignment, in line with your hips. So begin with the hands behind the head and elbows in peripheral vision. I like to just interlace the fingers and take the thumbs down the back of the neck for a little extra neck support. You're going to look at the knees to begin without lifting your head off. And then as you exhale, lift your chest using the upper abdominals. Breathe in to hold, breathe out, lower down. Again, inhale, look at the knees. Exhale, lift the chest. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, down. Now let's do that with an exhale up. Exhale, lift, inhale, down. Exhale, lift, inhale, down. Now watch as you come up. I don't want you to flatten the back, remember. Keep your tailbone anchored and lower. Exhale, up, inhale, lower. Now make sure you're coming up at least to the tip of the shoulder blades to make it worthwhile. And I don't want you pulling your neck. I want you to really use your tummy to lift you. Keep flattening those lower abs as well as you come up. And I want you to hold up on the next one. Now we're going to twist and lift your armpit towards the opposite knee, center. Exhale the other way, center. As you twist, try not to move the pelvis. And exhale, twist. 2 more of these. Exhale, twist. Last one. Hold as you come up to center, breathe in. Exhale, lower down. So that's our first little series. Second part, I want you to either hold this neutral position or flat back position if you find you get strain in your lower back. So, arms by your side, without moving the hips, choose a position, neutral or flat, and then without letting the belly push into your fingers, you can put your fingers there just to make sure the belly isn't pushing out. Float one leg as you exhale up to a position we call tabletop. Knee over your hip, foot in line with the knee. Keep a nice right angle here. As you inhale, take it down. Exhale, lift the other leg. Inhale, lower. So I want you to imagine you've got your favorite beverage balancing here on your pelvis and you don't want it to spill. So this is your stable table. Keep it really steady. If that's enough, stick to that. If you want more challenge, take the second leg up without letting your back arch or the belly pop out. Remember, you are allowed to flatten your lower back and then tap one toe, lift it up. Try and keep the shoulders relaxed. This one they like to hike up. And then if you want even more challenge, stretch one leg and bend it in. Exhale, stretch, inhale, pull it in. But this has got to stay really flat. That's the challenge. Now, if you want to add even more challenge, squeeze the knees together, place the hands back behind the head, elbows peripheral vision, and exhale, curl the chest up, and we're going to start to reach one leg, pull it in. As you exhale, reach, inhale, pull it in. So keep the lower tummy pulled in. And now we're going to add a twist. Reach the leg, twist to the opposite knee like we did in the beginning. If this is getting too much, place your feet down at any time. Exhale, twist, inhale, center. Try and bring your armpit to the knee rather than your elbow. Last 2. Keep the hips steady. 1 back to center, hold, come up a little higher and lower down. And hug your knees in. Okay, so let's go ahead and lie down on the mat and take your pillow if you are using one. It's just going to increase the work a little. And I want you to line your feet and your bottom and your head and shoulders up with the back of the mat. Hand is in front, and then just think of lifting the waist slightly and maintain that feeling of lifting so you're working a bit more through the core, and keep your hips stable. So take a breath in. As you exhale, push your top heel down, lift the knee, inhale, lower. Let's do 7 more. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, lower. Good, 5 to go. And 5. And if you're feeling it more in the hips, 4 more. Take your feet slightly behind the mat. 3, 2, hold the knee up. 1, straighten the leg and just take your pillow away and bend the leg, touch the feet together again. Straighten and bend. 6 to go. Keep the knee up. 6. and keep the hip pushing forward. 5, good, 4, keep lifting the waist, 3 and 2, keep pushing the knee back, 1. Now from here, slightly roll your foot so your toes pointing down, bring your leg forward, lift and lower for 8, 7, 6, 5, keep lifting the waist, pushing the top hip away from you, 3, 2, hold it up, 1, and now we're going to do little pulses for 8, again, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, nearly there, 2, 1, and lower down. Good. Give your bottom a little massage, and if you're using the pillow, take your pillow, let's swap to the other side. You don't have to use a pillow, it's optional. Take your feet in line with the mat, bottom and your shoulders. From here, remember, think of lifting the waist, slight engagement of the tummy. And you're going to inhale, press the top heel down, exhale, lift the knee, inhale, lower. Exhale, up, inhale, down. Keep going for another 6 and 5. Good, 4, 3, keep the hip reaching, 2, hold it up on 1, take the pillow away, and then straighten and bend for 8, 7, the whole time keep lengthening your waist, 6, knee lifting high, 5, 4, 3, keep pushing the knee up to the ceiling, work the bottom, 2, 1, as you take it around towards the front, roll the toe towards the floor, lift up, 8, 7, 6, keep reaching the hip away from you, 5, 4, 3, 2, as you keep it up, 1, hold, and little pulses, 8 to finish, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, 1, and lower down. Great, we're going to move on to the bigger glute muscle exercise now. The glute max. Again, you can use your pillow, place it between your knees and arms by your side. Now keep a nice straight back. Take a breath in. As you exhale, push the hips up, and as you inhale, lower to a hover. Exhale, press, inhale down. So you should be pushing with the bottom to lift and lower. And with the pillow, you should have good aligned knees and toes. Think of train tracks running from your hips through your knees down to your toes. Last 2, and last 1, and roll back down. So that's level 1. You can repeat that again. Level 2, you can do single leg version. Take a breath in. I'm going to take it to level 2. Exhale, lift the hips. Now, keep your hips nice and level. As your right leg lifts, you want to keep working your left butt cheek. And then lower and lift again for 10, 9, 8. And if this is getting any tension in the lower back, just go back to your double legs. 7, 6, 5, should be working. 4, remember, go down to a hover. 3, 2, 1, hold, place the foot down, keeping the hips up, switch legs, and you have 10 more. 10, 9, 8, breathe out as you lift. 7, exhale, 6, 5, make sure you're dropping the ribs as well. You're not just dropping the bottom. 4 more, keep dropping the ribs with the hips. 3, 2, 1, hold as you breathe in. Exhale, place the foot down and lower your body. So come up onto your hands and knees. Your hands may be slightly wider than the shoulders if you're comfortable there. And bring the hips forward for an extra challenge. If you want, you can keep your hips back. It makes it a little easier. Keep the tummy switched on. I don't want you sticking the bottom out, so keep the core connected. Inhale to lower the chest. Exhale, push up. Now, as we do this, I want you to always feel like you're pushing the floor away from you. You're not collapsing the head and neck. So imagine there's a spider under your head. and you're bringing your head away from it as much as you can. Or you're being scruffed by the back of the neck. If you're a cat and you're being lifted by the back of the neck. So down on the inhale, up on the exhale. Inhale down, exhale up. Let's do another 6. Down and exhale. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Now if you want an extra challenge, you can straighten the legs and do the whole series with straight legs. We're going to pulse down for 8, halfway, 7, 6, 5, keep pushing the chest up, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sit down. Have a little stretch. And come on up. From now, we're going to try the back of the arms. Again, if your wrists get a little sore, put your hands on the towel so your wrists are slightly angled. This is your level 1, so want a nice straight back, and feet are about hip distance apart. Keep the chest open, breathe in, bend your arms, breathe out, lift up. Inhale, bend. Exhale up. Now I want you to point your elbows directly back behind you. Try and keep your shoulders gently away from the ears. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Now to add a little bit more challenge, level 2, lift the hips, keep the weight all the way back over the hands, and go down and up for 10, 9, 8, exhale up, 7, 6, 5, shoulders are pressing up, 4, push away from the floor, 3, 2, 1, and if you want extra pulses for 8, halfway down, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stretch it up and lower. Go ahead and lie down on the mat. Again, I want you to line yourself up with the back of the mat, or if you have a wall, you can line up with the wall. So your hand is in front and your bottom arm is outstretched for this exercise. Head is relaxed. I want you to think of that top leg reaching away and being longer than the bottom leg. You're going to feel your waist lifting off the mat, or the feeling of lifting. So keep your hand in front for balance. For extra challenge, keep it on the leg. So breathe in, connecting the tummy, and exhale, lift your top leg and the bottom one and lower down. Inhale, now lift the top leg, exhale down. Inhale, lift, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Again, lift and lower. You're going to start to feel your inner thigh work a little. Lift and lower. Last 2. Good, and last 1. Now I want you to lift both legs. As you exhale, lift, try not to drop the waist and try and stabilize. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. 6 more, lift, lower. 5, good. 4, keep reaching that top leg. 3, doesn't have to be too high with the legs. 2, and 1. Now we're going to work the waist. So I want you to lift the legs and the upper body so that you're lifting your armpit off the mat and you're balancing a little on that elbow. Lower down. 7 to go. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. 5 more. You should be working the waist for 5. Good. And 4. Breathe out to lift. 3. Think of a banana shape with your body. 2. Exhale, 1. And if you want to challenge yourself, try and balance, lifting the top arm and lower down. Good work. Now we're going to come up onto the elbow and your top leg will bend. If it's comfortable, bring it in front. You can keep it behind if you prefer. Your bottom leg will be straight, foot flexed. So pull your toes towards you. And make sure your elbow is directly under your shoulder. I want you to make sure you're lifting your whole body up, not collapsing, okay? You're not relaxing, you're working, remember. Breathe in here, exhale, lift the leg, inhale, lower. Exhale, up, inhale, down. 6 more. Let me hear you breathe. 5, good. 4, again working the inner thigh. 3, 2, hold it up. 1, and now little circles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then reverse it. 10 the other way. 9, 8, 7. Keep lifting your body. 6. Try not to collapse. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. 1 and down. Good work. All right, let's take it to the other side. So I want you to line your mat. Remember, stretch your body out and line it up with the back of the mat. Legs, bottom, and arm. Try if you can and feel that top leg reaching longer than the bottom one. Head is relaxed. Make sure your body's in a straight line and your legs are not too far forward. You're going to inhale and lift the top leg. Bottom one comes up to join it. Exhale, lower. 7 more. Lift and lower. Now your goal here is to try and touch the ankles. 5 more. Good. And down. And 4. And 3. Keep reaching the top leg. 2. Last one. Now both legs at once. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Remember, try and think of that waist staying up off the floor. And you've got 6, 5, 4. Should be feeling your waist working to land the inner thighs. 2, 1. Now this time the whole body lifts. Remember, from a straight line, lift up to a banana shape and down. 7 more. Lift, exhale. Try and bring your legs as high as your upper body. And 6. Good. So you're pressing into that bottom arm, working the muscles underneath your armpit. 5. Good. 4. Remember, you can challenge yourself with the arm on the leg. 3. It's a lot harder to balance, as you can see. 2. And last one, you're going to try and hold and balance. Lift and reach. And down. Good. All right. Come up onto the elbow. Straightening your bottom leg, top leg in front or behind, whatever's more comfortable. And remember, elbow under your shoulder and really lift out of your waist and shoulder. Flex the foot, breathe in. Exhale, lift, inhale, down. Exhale, inhale. 6 more. 6, 5, good work. 4, you should be working the inner thigh. 3, 2, hold it up. 1, 10 little circles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep flexing the toes back. 3, 2, hold 1, reverse 10 and you're done. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, nearly there. Stay lifted. 4, 3, push the floor away from you. 2, 1, and lower. Focusing on working your back. We're going to cover the upper back, middle back, and lower back, as well as back of the shoulders. Some of you may or may not need either a pillow, quite a thin pillow, or even a towel to use across your hips for this exercise. For the first part, I want you to feel more upper back. And you're going to lie down with the hip bones on the towel and the pubic bone on the floor. In this position, I want you just to have your legs hip distance apart, and I want you to have your forehead on the mat or turn to the side. So your goal is to try and lengthen the lower back by pressing the pubic bone slightly to the floor. And if you have a flat lower back, this is when you're going to need the towel to engage more the upper back. So gently draw the lower abs in and up away from the floor. Inhale as you open your shoulders and send your fingers towards the feet and lift the arms, and then lift your upper back. just to a low hover. So my nose is almost touching the mat. Then lower down. So again, inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, lower the chest. As you lift, open the shoulders, keep your eye line in front of you, and exhale, lower. You can do this up to 6 to 8 times. Then hold, and I want you to hold here in that low hover, hopefully working your upper back. And remember, keep reaching your tailbone towards your feet if you feel the lower back too much. And start to pulse the arms up and down. I forgot to tell you, you're going to work your arms as well in this. Keep pulsing and just breathe in your own time. And inhale, take a long breath, and exhale, take a long breath. Remember, keep those lower tummy muscles engaged, and you should start to feel back of the shoulders and arms as well as your upper back. And then take a break. From here, same exercise and different arm position. Breathe in, open the chest, tummy switches on a little, and open your shoulders and arms into a low hover, like a Superman position. Pulse the arms up and lift. As you exhale, lift the arms. Again, you should start to feel the upper back working if you're in a low hover. Don't go too high. And bring your arms back to your hips and lower your body down. So I'm taking this pad away for the next exercise, and we're going to be doing lower back as well as upper back. Reach the arms away. If you were using the towel, you can still use it, or try it without. Shoulders are going to draw down towards the feet gently, not too strong. I'm just showing you here quite in a bigger way than what you'll need to do, but just gently connect your shoulders. And I want you now from here, level 1 is lifting one arm and opposite leg and lower down. Lift up, breathe in, lower down, breathe out. Because now we're using more the lower back, you don't really need the towel as much. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Continue with this version if that's enough for you. If you want to make it a little more challenging, lift the arms and legs and the whole body up off the floor. Remember, shoulders are away from the ears. Lift one arm and opposite leg. This one's called the swim. And I want you to pretend you're swimming, kicking the arms and legs, breathing in, long breath, breathing out, long breath, but without wobbling your body. So nice big movements, but without wobbling the body. And last one here, lift your whole body, take a breath in, and lower down, breathe out. Good, and sit back on your feet. So I want you now to round the back, scoop the belly away from your legs, and stretch your spine. Good, and then roll yourself all the way up. We're focusing on leg work, and if you have a pillow, great, you can use that. If not, it's not a problem at all. I want you to stand with your pillow between your knees. You can also use a chair to hold on to or a bench, and you can also have an option of putting your back against a wall to help with your alignment for this first exercise. So your heels and your lower back, or your sacrum just near the tailbone, and your back of your ribs should ideally be against the wall with your head, leaving your natural little arch here in your lower back. So from this position, grow tall with your body, think lengthening. As you inhale, prepare, exhale, lift your heels, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Keep lifting and lowering the heels, and I want you to push equally through all 10 toes. So you're going to start to work your calves. Keep hugging that pillow, helping you connect through your inner thighs. On your next one, stay down, and then bend your knees, straighten your legs. So ideally the knees track directly in line with your second toe, pressing forward with the legs, and ideally keeping that nice straight back. So this is different to a squat. Think about sending the knees forward and your back is straight. You should start to feel a little in your bottom and a little in the front of the legs. And then on the next one, I want you to stay down and do little pulses down. So your knees will dive forward. And then hold down. If you can and you have the balance, stay low and lift the heels and lower the heels. Keep hugging that pillow and keep lengthening through your spine. Make sure you're not sticking your bottom out. Keep lengthening your tailbone down. And you should start to work the inner knee muscles, hopefully. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and if you can, hold up 1. If you've got the balance, little presses down for 10, 9, 8, 7. Remember, you can be holding your chair or bench. 6, 5, I need 1 now. 4, 3, 2, 1, and straighten your legs, lower your heels. So that's your first version of the leg work. You don't need your pillow anymore. For the second version, I want you to have your feet turned out in a small V. Make sure the turning out movement comes from your hips. Keep your heels glued together. And again, nice straight back. Bend the knees, but check the knees go over the second toe and straighten. So as you go down, bend the knees and align over your second toe. Everyone's V position's different. If you can't go too wide, that's fine. Just keep it small. So we're going to inhale, lower, exhale, lift. And you should start to work into the bottom to keep that turn out of the hips. On the next one, stay low, pulse it for 10, 9, 8, keep the abs connected, 6, remember the back is straight. If you're against the wall, stay there, 3, 2, 1, hold the lower, straighten the legs. Let's do 1 more set, bending and extending the legs. As you straighten, think of just gently squeezing the inner thighs together. So you're zipping up those inner thighs. Good, let's do another 4. And 3, 2, hopefully you're feeling those legs. 1, and stretch. Very good. All right, this time we're going for a squat. Slightly different focus. Your toes will point forward again. And I want you to sit down like you're sitting in a chair, sitting your bottom back, and then straighten up. So I want you to think, as you go down, you're reaching your bottom back, but not letting the abs go, and come on up. Let's go for another 8. Sit as low as you can. 7. Relax the shoulders. 6. 5. As you push up, push through the heels. So you're starting to work the bottom. 2 more. Hold low. 1. Stay down here. Pulse it down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay low. 1. Hold. Come on up. I need a pillow. I'm just sitting on mine at the moment for comfort. You may use a pillow if you need it. Okay, it's optional. We're going to start with a stretch of the arms. So take one arm across your body, and as you take the arm across, keep the shoulder down, stretching the back of the shoulder. Keep it away from your ear. And then release, change sides. Keep breathing through this stretch. And then we're going to come onto the knees. You can use your pillow for a little more comfort. And the front leg, ideally, is knee above the foot. And I want you just to press your hips forward. You can just wiggle the front foot forward slightly to keep it in line. And you should feel a stretch in the front of the hip, of the leg that's behind. To add a little bit more stretch, you're gonna bring the same arm as leg behind, up and side stretch over. Getting the waist more as well as the hip, and release. Switching sides, keeping the knee in line with the front foot. Again, pressing the hip forward You can wiggle the front foot forward. You should feel the stretch in the front of the hip, and to add extra, just side stretch and lift the arm. Keep breathing and release. You can hold your stretches for about 30 seconds. Come down onto the back, and if you want, place the pillow behind the head. Cross one ankle over the knee, but actually the shin is best, not the ankle itself. And take your hands in between the legs, interlace the hands. So I want you to think of drawing the leg towards you, but try not to flatten your back. You're going to increase the stretch that way. If you want to increase the stretch even more, take your legs to the outside of your body, away from the bent knee. And you should be feeling a stretch in the glute. And release, swap sides. Remember, it's the shin on the leg. You're threading the hands through and drawing the leg towards you. Without jamming the lower back, keep the back in neutral, anchor that tailbone. And then you can move the legs to the side to increase the stretch away from the bent leg. Again for about 30 seconds. Release, come on up. And we'll do one last little chest stretch. Interlace your hands behind your back, stretch the arms, and hold that stretch. And that should feel nice across the chest. And release. Thank you once again for joining me. And remember, if you do want any more tips and information, sign up for my Pilates Essentials course. And I hope to see you again on the mat. Thank you. Bye.